in your analysis, maybe you can talk to us about this situation we're seeing with the NYSC. This young lady had criticized President Bola Ahmed, had criticized President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And people feel like, well, she feels like she's being bullied. Many people are speaking up in support of her. We haven't seen former Vice President Atiku Abubakar speaking up about this situation. But NYSC has clarified that she missed a clearance. She missed a particular clearance in April, and she's not the only one. About over 100 of them that missed that particular clearance exercise, and that's the reason why, you know, their certificates have been withheld, and they've extended their time in service for 2 more months. What do you make of that situation?
Have you noticed that I have a grin?
Yes, I have.
Edged on my face.
Yes.
You see, Yorubas have this proverb. They say, "Tiya obati kari ki to bon." Until suffering is democratized, it is rarely ever rejected. The ruiners of Nigeria have done a fantastic job of feathering their own nest by plucking the feathers of the Nigerian victims. Without anesthesia of any sort, they just keep plucking the feathers, and they've used it to feather their own nest. So if the Nigerian people are now universally groaning, for someone like me who is completely convinced that only a revolution will save Nigeria, I'm extremely happy. Because what they are doing is that they are helping me to recruit the foot soldiers for the revolution that must change this country. Let me explain, my dear sister. What has happened to us is that we have been functionally enslaved by a system that is not designed to deliver any value to the people. It's meant to create value and deliver value, extract value from the people and deliver it to the rulers of Nigeria. So it is very easy for that system to ensure that our president has the latest yacht in town, his jet, even when it doesn't need replacement, gets replaced. He has assured that governors travel all over the world, spending monies in excess of what is spent on universal basic primary education. So it's not a system that works for the people. And the more the system illustrates how it has become alienated from the people, the happier somebody like me is, because it helps me to drive home the message I constantly try to get to the people, that regardless of whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, Fulani, Igbo, Ijo, whatever you get to be, the rulers of Nigeria don't care. You only exist to be extracted from. But when they get to that level, they don't care where you are from, because they are one. So if it takes this suffering to awaken the people to the reality of their situation, I'm happy. Because what you are describing, those are episodes. You're looking at a man with load askew on his head without paying attention to the crookedness of his legs. Those are merely episodes. It's all over the federation. Everybody is crying. It's just about who they give a mic and who is able to articulate his pain. Now, to come to the case of Raye, the system is always going to find ways to punish those who would hear, to say something different from what it wants to hear. What is Raye do? She drew attention to the fact that they are not even paying them what should be sufficient to transport paupers from one point to the other. If they are paying their father's right, would they pay the children those kind of allowances when the system itself knows by his own calculation that these monies are not enough? This girl drew attention to this, and what has the system done? Coalesced to ensure that no other pauper will dare to do something like that in future. That is what has happened, and they will find all manners of excuses to justify what has been done.
What has Nigeria done for you? What has Nigeria delivered to you? What has this government delivered to you? I said in my previous video, I like to speak in pictures because I believe pictures paint a certain image in your heart, that you can carry with you that speaks volume. NYSC found a way to punish Raye. NYSC found a way to punish Raye just the same way the government found a way to punish Shore by locking him up, beating him up, and jailing him. The government found a way to quieten Raye for speaking up against the impunity of corruption that Nigeria as a country has perpetuated against its people. Exactly the same thing the Inspector General of Police found a way to unlawfully beat Raye up and lock him up, just so that he will not speak again, to silence him. Again, I ask you, what is the dividend that you've benefited from this government that makes you feel you have hope for this government? Because in the words of Dele Farotimi, we are now functionally enslaved by a system that does not deliver any value to Nigerians. That's why I ask you, what has Nigeria delivered to you in value? Because if you look at the value system of Nigeria, as a Nigerian, just you being proud enough, that's what we carry as Nigerians, because we know we're unique, we're great, we're better. But as the government that we have, what have they delivered to you? So again, NYSC found a way to punish Raye. Nigeria as a country rewards corruption, rewards impunity. There are no consequences for bad behavior. People steal from the system, they get rewarded. People complain about the stealing that goes on in the system, they get punished. That's the Nigerian system. This NYSC, what is the importance of it now? Has NYSC not lost its value? As long as the NYSC cannot guarantee the lives, or the government cannot guarantee the protection of the lives and properties of Nigerians traveling from one sector of the nation to another sector of the nation to go and serve their fatherland, in quote, then the system has lost its value. As long as NYSC cannot guarantee the fact that the child of somebody and the child of nobody should go and serve in the village and contribute to the nation building, then the system has lost its value. After all, if we ask our political elite, tell them to tell us where their children served. If they served in the villages like your children, let them tell us. If they even served anyway. So as long as that opportunity is not there for everyone to have the same right to serve in the village and contribute to the system of the country, what is the essence? After all, that's what South Korea does in the first place. So NYSC has no value. It should be scrapped. It has lost its importance, and Nigerians have to go to that conversation now. Why should NYSC not be scrapped? So Raye encapsulates exactly the way our system is running. From the day she spoke up and she called Bola Tinubu a terrible president, from that day she became a mark for discipline so that no Nigerian can speak up again against people who said they're Democrats and they fought for independence, or they fought for democracy rather. That's what we have, tyranny in government. So again, I say NYSC should be cancelled. Is that it has lost its usefulness. Again, when the children of politicians or the children of political elite and the children of the nobody can go and queue and work in the villages, NYSC should be scrapped. Nigeria rewards impunity. Nigeria rewards corruption. And Nigeria disciplines truth and tries to bury truth. And that's what our politicians have actually mastered, the act of burying truth, making sure that Nigerians don't speak up and try to suppress Nigerians without delivering the values and the dividends of democracy, which is the birthright of every Nigerian, the right to be free as freeborn in their own nation. So regardless of your tribes, regardless of your ethnicity, I'm saying to you, until you begin to speak up against this impunity of corruption that we have in our political system and perpetrated by our politicians, you will be a victim at some point. It's just about a matter of time. When you speak up, you'll be hounded. Again, one time it was Dele Farotimi. The next time it was Raye. Before you knew it was VDM. Now it was Raye. Who is going to be next to be silenced? Politicians don't just do things by themselves. They always have accomplices. After all, somebody signed off on the fact that and lied that Raye did not, attend for 1 month. Somebody signed off on it with the help and instruction of one politician. Again, Nigeria found a way to discipline Raye for speaking truth, to power. Nigeria found a way of disciplining and Raye for calling Tinubu a terrible president, something that the world knows that he is. That's what the system will run. This is my take today. NYSC should be scrapped. NYSC has lost its usefulness, and no Nigerian's life should be put in jeopardy for the sake of a politician anymore. Put your comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, share. Please subscribe if you've not done so. And remember to recommend this channel to others. As always, God bless you. Bye-bye for now.